Hey everybody, my name is LB Hudson. I'm the founder, CEO at My Financial Snapshot. Welcome to the Side Hustle Tool tutorial video. Unlike some of the other shorter videos we've done recently, this one's not going to be a short. I don't want to rush through this video. We are going to show you nearly every single aspect of the Side Hustle Tool in this video, and check out the description in this video because I'm going to put in the description exactly what is talked about at what time in the video. So use this video as a reference if you're using the Side Hustle Tool in the future so that you can be sure to know exactly how to use it. And of course, as always, if you need any help using any of the tools on My Financial Snapshot, give us a contact at support@myfinancialsnapshot.com. We are more than happy to help you. So let's talk about the Side Hustle Tool real quick, give you an explanation of exactly what it is. The Side Hustle Tool is built to be the quickest and easiest way to track the income and expenses for your business. Who is that best for? So don't be confused by just it being called the Side Hustle Tool. This is best for small business owners, independent contractors, anyone with a side hustle, gig economy workers, freelancers, maybe people in the arts and things of that nature. Career-wise, this can range from anywhere from a boutique to cosmetologists to landscapers to construction workers. There's such a variety of careers that the Side Hustle Tool can help with. Uber drivers, maybe people who DoorDash, the direct selling industry. And in terms of the forms that you are getting that this can help you with, if you are receiving income from a 1099, so a 1099 NEC is a very popular form in which contract labor is reported, contract income is reported. And if you are filing a Schedule C on your individual tax return, the Side Hustle Tool is built to directly reflect a Schedule C on your tax return. So if you're a small business owner, if you're filing a Schedule C, if you are receiving income from a 1099, then the Side Hustle Tool can help you track your income and track your expenses. How can it help you? It can help you save time. It can help you save money. My Financial Snapshot is much cheaper than comparable products like QuickBooks. It is much easier to use. You do not have to have accounting and finance knowledge at all. You don't have to know about debits and credits. You just need to know where your business income is coming from and where those expenses are going out. It is built to make tax time much easier. So next year, January through April is kind of known as tax season. For these small business owners, we want to make that time more productive for you, less of a hassle. And we want to make sure that you're taking advantage of all of your tax deductible expenses in your business. I'm going to show you today exactly how the Side Hustle Tool can help you do that. If you're a small business owner, you kind of understand the pains of tracking that income and expenses. Maybe you are using pen and paper. Maybe you're filtering through bank statements. Maybe you're using Excel spreadsheets. Maybe you're using an accounting software, and maybe you're not comfortable with that. Or maybe you just wish that there was a little bit of a better way to track that income and expenses. And I wanted to say one thing before we get into everything about the Side Hustle Tool, is that to use this tool the way that works best for you. There's a lot of different ways. Maybe you have a process that you're just looking to improve on. The Side Hustle Tool and every tool that My Financial Snapshot has on its platform, we try to make everything very easy to use so that you can take an existing process and improve that. If you don't have a process at all, definitely use the Side Hustle Tool as your process, but use it in the way that is best for you. It's only been out a month, already hearing some really cool stories about the way that people are using the Side Hustle Tool on My Financial Snapshot. So let's get into it. All right. When you log on to My Financial Snapshot, or maybe you just created your account and you go to your dashboard, this is the My Financial Snapshot dashboard. Everything that My Financial Snapshot has will be on the dashboard for the future. We have here, you'll see my account, you will see your name, you will see my tools. These are the tools that we currently have on the site. On the left-hand side, I'm on a desktop. We have a link to the dashboard, and all of your account information is there as well. For your tools on the dashboard, the side hustle tool, you will see manage your side hustle, and you will see track your income. These are your side hustle tools. This one more so the side hustle tool, manage your side hustle, track your income. This is the income tracker. We're going to showcase that very, very soon. Right below that, you will see where you can create a new budget and you can generate a new snapshot. These are our personal finance tools. So My Financial Snapshot, we are all about financial health and wellness. We have these personal finance tools for you to also take advantage of. These are for your individual finances. So you can create a budget on My Financial Snapshot. Our snapshot tool is a personal financial statement generator, which helps you calculate your net worth. And you can use our personal financial statements in the process of applying for bank loans if a banker requests a personal financial statement, if you're buying a new house or potentially even an auto loan. So at the top, side hustle tools. The two at the bottom are your personal finance tools. I've got my notes. Again, we're not rushing through this video. I want to make sure I don't skip anything. So if you just created your account, you won't see anything here. If you already have an account and maybe you've generated some reports, once you generate reports in My Financial Snapshot, everything is kept on this page, and you will see under My Side Hustles where you have your side hustle reports. I wanted to showcase what this looks like if you have multiple businesses that, for today's example, we have Smith Lawn Care, and we have Hair by Jane. Maybe this is a husband and wife where he has a lawn care business and she is a cosmetologist and she's keeping track of her income and expenses. So you can use this for as many side hustles as you have, as many small businesses as you have. If you're like me, you have your hands dabbled in everything. So you can use that, and we're going to show you some features on here. We have your income reports as well. So if you're using the income tracker, this will make more sense in a minute. You will see how we have Smith Lawn Care and Hair by Jane, some reports here. For all these reports, you can go back and edit any report on this edit button here. You can delete any report as well. On your side hustle reports, you can edit, you can view those reports, which we'll view towards the end of this video. You can delete any report as well. On this screen, on this dashboard, you can add a new side hustle. So if you've just subscribed, you won't have a side hustle here. You need to add a new side hustle. If you're adding a new side hustle, we ask for your first and last name. We ask for your business name, and we ask for the business activity. This is the general activity of this business. For Hair by Jane, it was a cosmetologist, and for Smith Lawn Care, it could be landscaping. Just the general activity, the best of your knowledge, the general activity of that business. Why do we ask for those three things? Because that's going to be generated on the reports that we see, because this can be used to help you in preparing your taxes. We also want you to be able to download these reports and be able to send them to a tax preparer or to a CPA. And so the form has some things on there to help reflect that. So let's just take a look and let's filter through some reports, because there's a lot going on here, right? You're like, okay, I kind of see what's going on, but we've got two different businesses. Maybe Jane's logged in to her account and she wants to see her business. So you can filter your report right there, here by Jane, and we see January through November of 2023. She's got her side hustle reports. For the example today, I know we're in the middle of 2023, but we are going to run a December report today. So just pretend like we're in kind of January or December of next year. So she filtered out her reports, and she can see her income report. She is like up to date, January through November of 2023. She's got it going on. We want to look at Smith Lawn Care. He's caught up through June here, so we can filter out these reports. What else can we do here? You see this managed side hustle. What does that mean? Managed side hustle means to change the name of this business if you have a name change of your business. Today, for this example, Jane is a cosmetologist. She rents a booth at an existing salon, but maybe one day she wants to own her own salon where it's, Jane's Salon or whatever. So she can change that name if she needs to. If your business activity changes, then you can change that as well. That is kind of how we're going to understand the dashboard. Next, we're going to get into the income tracker. There's some reasons that we have an income tracker and the side hustle tool. One is just to have a unique way for people to track their income. There's some things that we're working on with some integration aspects of this as well. What we wanted small business owners to be able to do with the income tracker is to be able to get on their computer, tablet, or phone, track their income as it goes, if they want to keep track of it that way. So if we go to track Jane's income for December of 2023, this is what it looks like. It's a very simple tool. It's very easy to use. So which side hustles are you tracking for today? We know that this is my test account, so I got a lot of businesses on here, but we're going to do Hair by Jane today. And we've already noticed that from that dashboard, we saw that Jane had January through November of 2023. She's already run reports for that. So those are already going to be, you can't run 2 reports for January 2023. So that's just should signal her that if she needs to go edit that report, she can go do that. She can do that on that dashboard tab. But January 2023 or December 2023, and click next. The import data feature is, we're going to make a separate video for this. So this is the one feature we're not going to go over today, is the importing of data. The importing from a CSV file is going to be a different tutorial video, but it very much functions the same in how you classify income and expenses. The import feature that we have on the income tracking tool, as well as on the side hustle tool, is if you have a separate business bank account for your business, typically you can go log into those accounts, you can download that month's records, and you can upload a CSV file. And it'll just kind of accelerates how quickly you can track your income and expenses. So that option is available if you have a separate business bank account, and that's the option you want to use. Definitely use that feature. But that video today, we are not walking through that on this tutorial video, but you will see how it works later on. All right, Jane wants to track her income and expenses as well. Business owners, maybe you're tracking things on paper like this, and everything is just written down. You're trying to get everything into one place. Maybe you're using a Google Sheet or an Excel spreadsheet where you've got some things written down and you're tabulating things, and maybe you're running a sum function and you're trying to see the total amounts that you have. Same with expenses, where you're just figuring out where the money that you spent went for your business. And this is fine if this is what you're doing. Maybe you have a process that's like this, and income goes in income, but these expenses, these expenses need to go into expense categories. And Walmart, an expense at Walmart or an expense at Uber or Chick-fil-A, well, these are all different buckets of expenses. So keep that in mind, that you might have a way of doing something that, if this is your current way, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use My Financial Snapshot to help. Being a business owner, you know that income comes from all sorts of different ways. People pay you however they can pay you. But the main ways that Jane's paid today is she's paid with cash. And these are just example numbers. And maybe she took some deposits to a bank and she's looking at a bank statement where she wants to type in bank deposit. She's depositing cash for various amounts. And she's the way she takes electronic payment is through a Square account. We're just gonna she has a Square account set up. She goes onto her Square app and does December 2023, and sees how many cards that she transacted in that month. And in this drop down, we see the source of income. What does this mean on the side hustle tool? The source is kind of just a reminder for us of where those end of the year forms may be coming from. So cash, card, and check. There's also other. Do not get hung up on this particular selecting the source. But if you know that Square, if you conduct over $20,000 in card payments for a year, Square is going to send you a 1099-K. And there might be a vendor that's sending you a 1099 NEC. This is a contract labor. Is income is reported on 1099 NEC. So if you're aware of that, awesome. Don't let this bug you out. But I'm just going to select this, and we're going to put 2585. And then somebody wrote her a check. It can be as descriptive in the side hustle tool as you want to be. You could be as brief as you want to be. We'll select check. See, that was a $150 appointment. So this is the income tracker. So she crushed it in December of 2023, $4,670. That looks great. Maybe she wants to go back and add another check. She had 2 checks. She can do that. If she doesn't need to, she can delete it. Maybe she added an extra cash deposit. You can delete that if you need to. So you can toggle back and forth on this the very small progress bar on the income tracker, and then you can review your income there. And we are going to return to the dashboard because we're done with that. And under income reports, we see December 2023. 4670, hair by Jane. We can go back to it, edit it at any point that we need to. We're going to go back to the dashboard because we are going to get into the side hustle tool right now. I'm super excited. All right. Does this look similar to the income tracker? It should, because a lot of the tools, every single tool on My Financial Snapshot works the same from its core functionality. It is built to be simple, easy to use with a step-by-step process. So you're kind of just focusing on one thing at a time. You're not having to look at all these numbers on a screen. We're just going to walk you through it and walk you through an easy-to-use process. All right, which side hustle? Hair by Jane. Great. If this is your first time on My Financial Snapshot and you have no reports on your dashboard, right, because you haven't generated any, you can set up a new side hustle in this tool right here. So you can set it up, you can add it, and you can exit out of that. But we already have this one set up. Hair by Jane. Again, January through November, we have reports for that already run, but we're setting up December 2023 today. All right, import data. Said we're not covering that today in this video, but this is the CSV file for that bank statement where you can import your bank activity into here, and you can begin to sort things into income and expenses, and then it'll take you to the income screen where you can sort out the source of those, and then the expenses, you can sort those into the buckets that they go into. But we also see this import income feature. So the side hustle tool and the income tracker connect to each other. So the income tracker, maybe Jane was calculating those cash deposits as she went through the month, that check that she deposited, and then she's looking at that square monthly activity of what was deposited into her bank account, her business bank account. And she's already completed that income tracker December 2023 report. So this import income feature here, since we've already done that, we're going to import that income. And when we click next, it is there. So maybe throughout December, she was keeping track of when she was going to the bank, or maybe she was looking at bank statements. Everything is right there. Maybe December 31st, somebody gave her a check. She ran up to the bank, and she hasn't reported that yet. Well, you can edit and add things here as you need to. Her income was imported. Great. If she needs to add more, great. The income tracking tool is an optional tool. You don't have to use that. So don't be confused by the income tracking tool. Definitely use it if you want to, but the side hustle tool, you can just go in there. If you feel like there's a reason, maybe feel like you're doing a little bit too much with the two different tools, use this how you need to, but we wanted to showcase the income tracking tool. So you can just use the side hustle tool if you need to just calculate those, calculate your income and expenses for your taxes. Next. All right. The side hustle tool is a direct reflection of a Schedule C. One of the aspects on a Schedule C is cost of goods sold. And cost of goods sold is in many ways, a reflection of potential inventory that your business carries. We wanted to add this feature on for those business owners that might have inventory that they carry on a regular basis. Maybe it's a boutique. Maybe you have a boutique that you have where you have, potentially $10,000 to $20,000 worth of clothes, worth of inventory sitting in your boutique every single month, and you're, going to market and you're getting new stuff. So that is where this cost of goods sold feature comes in. If your business does not have inventory, you can click no and you skip it. So you don't have to calculate cost of goods sold. If you are calculating cost of goods sold, then you can do that on My Financial Snapshot. Wanting to create another video on cost of goods sold to give some more education around that. But for this tutorial video, I do want to show what this looks like. Maybe Hair by Jane, she is selling some products or some makeup at her booth, hair gel, hairspray, whatever that may be, and wanted to showcase that here. So maybe she is keeping $100 worth of supplies on hand, and maybe she bought $100 more additional, and at the very end, she had $100 left. I'm just going to keep this example very simple, but so beginning inventory is what you have on the shelf at the beginning. So that would be December 1st. She purchased $100 more worth of hair products to sell at her booth. Other costs, maybe there's a shipping cost associated in there, but that's why that is in there. And then she had $100 left on the shelf at December 31st. So we'll click next. All right, we're already to expenses. And This is where you can see on a Schedule C, there's lots of expenses that you can take, but not every business owner has every single expense every single month. Most of the time, there's very few expenses that are going out to certain places, especially with a small business. Maybe you've only got, 5 to 10 transactions. Maybe you've got 20 to 30 transactions happening a month. So we have these info buttons scattered throughout where we explain every single category of expenses for your business. I'm gonna drink my water. Again, we're not rushing through this video. We're here to explain how to use this tool. So maybe Jane was getting ready to do her December 2023 side hustle calculation, and she was maybe it's January 2023. She's got to go find some expenses that she has. Maybe she paid for some things with cash. Maybe she needs to go find a bank statement somewhere. Maybe she's keeping documents and her receipts in her email. And maybe she needs to go click and go to another website. Save your data. Do not click back to dashboard in the middle report. Be sure to save your data. You can save in the middle of a report. So be sure to save so that we're keeping track of those. But once you're in a report, be sure to save before you leave and go anywhere else on my financial snapshot, so that be sure that your report saves. And you can save at any point in the process of filling out a report right here on the left-hand side, right above the progress bar. We are going to fill out a few expenses for the month of December for Hair by Jane, just to showcase you how easy it is. Jane knows that she spent money on some Facebook, boosting some Facebook posts in December of 2023. She pays a monthly insurance policy. Maybe it's a liability insurance. She has booth rent. This is one of her fixed expenses that come out every single month. She has booth rent that she pays every single month. She's buying supplies. Maybe she's buying a new set of clippers or shears or combs, or the list can go on, or hair dye or whatever it may be. And your business is going to be unique to you. So just be thinking about what expenses that you're spending money on that are 100% business use, so that you can track them and be sure you're taking advantage of those tax deductible expenses. She has a business license that renews every December. She traveled to a little training, to further her education in December, in early December. Whenever she traveled, she had some business meals. We're going to track those. And every single month, she has some other expenses. Great Facebook post. She boosted a post. She paid $25 every single week and boosted posts in the month of December. So you can name this whatever you want to. Facebook post, boosted Facebook post, Facebook post boost. There, and maybe you're going down your bank account record and you see where you had $25 come out 4 different times. And you can do that if you want to. Again, use this however you need to, and make sure you're putting in the right amounts, the accurate amounts to that. So we can get going through this. I'm going to put $50 twice. Again, you can delete, you can add. Maybe you click that one too many times, you can delete that. Insurance, every single month, $25, fixed expense. Booth rent, $400. She's paying $100 a week, so $400 a month for her booth rent. Supplies, maybe she's buying some things on Amazon. She spent some money at Walmart on some supplies for her booth. Beauty World. I don't know if you're a cosmetologist watching this. I don't even know if that's a real thing. This is, again, an example. Maybe she's buying some hair dye from here. Business license. It was $100 in the month of December. Travel. Maybe she flew on American Airlines to go to this training for a couple of days. In the course of that, she had to take some Ubers, maybe a taxi. When she was traveling, it's a 100% business trip. Uh, Starbucks at the airport terminal, Chick-fil-A. Maybe, I don't know, somewhere else, pizza place. Other expenses. She's paying for Canva Pro every single month. She's paying for My Financial Snapshot every single month because it helps her business so much. Shameless plug. Maybe she bought some stuff, maybe at a gas station that was random for her trip. It was $10. Other expenses, not sure where something goes. Maybe it's miscellaneous. Maybe you don't feel like it goes in any of the other categories that you see. So you can use that. All right. She's looking over her expenses, and maybe she forgot an expense category. So you can go back and add it right there. And if you add it and click next, it'll show up right there. Maybe she took 2 trips to Walmart. So let's see. Okay, we've got all that we just input, and there's office expense. Everything is in a row. She bought some stationery at Walmart. All right. Click next. We're almost done. So we're reviewing. We see that she made $4,670 in the month of December. She had cost of goods sold of $100 from selling some things right there at her booth. She had some expenses in the month of December. That booth rent being one of the largest expenses that she has. She has that insurance, some subscriptions that she pays for, and other expenses. She feels good about it. She's gone back and edited whatever she needs to, and she's done. So whenever you get here, you can view your PDF or you can save and exit. When you save and exit, you're going to get kicked back to the dashboard. Today, that's what we're going to do. Her report saved. Remember, click save before you exit the middle of that report. And she knows that she ran that report. So we're going to filter through here. Look at that. December 2023, Hair by Jane. This numbers match. December 2023, her income report is still there. Now Jane wants to view her income report or her income statement for a business. This is your side hustle tool report. It is an income statement. Look at that. Everything on one page. So your income statement, this is for December 2023. We see her name. We see the business name. We see the business activity. Over here on this left-hand side, that is the income statement where we can see the total income, the cost of goods sold, as well as where she was spending money at on this side. So we have that advertising cost for boosting some Facebook posts, her insurance costs, office expenses, her rent is there, supplies, her business license, travel expense, the meals that she had, other expenses. And that is in order of the Schedule C. So when you're filling out a Schedule C, or your tax accountant is filling out a Schedule C, those are in order of what it is on at least the 2022 and 2023 form for a Schedule C. Cost of goods sold. We break this out. So this is exactly what was input. And the reason that we break this out is a little bit more for the annual report, which we'll get to. But we also just want to see where that cost of goods sold is coming and going from. And then we provide a little summary so you can just see your total expenses here. Use this to see how your business is performing, see where you're making money, see where you are spending the most money. So we have the biggest expense here is her booth rent, and that's $400. You can print this off and it fits on one page. It should always fit on one page. So you can print it off. You can save that PDF if you need to for your personal records. And of course, it is on your dashboard right here. You can go back into this report and edit anything that you need to. So when you go back into edit, you automatically go to review. Maybe you need to add another income. You can go there and do that. If you add that income, remember, save your data. All right. So for Hair by Jane, her December, her entire 2023, she stuck with it this year. She was filling this out. She filled it out every single month. And again, just to reiterate, use this as you need to. Maybe your business doesn't have just the most activity going on in it, and you track your income and expenses for your business maybe once or twice a year. So you can just run an annual report. You don't have to do this every single month if you don't, if it doesn't warrant it. Use this according to the process that you need to. As your business grows, maybe there becomes more of a need for you to track things every single month. It is a good habit, doing it once a year, whenever it's February of 2023 or 2024, when you're trying to think back to where you spent money in January of 2023, that is a long time and you can forget things. You want to make sure that you're staying on top of those tax deductible expenses. So we're going to run an annual report now. I'm looking at my notes here. Y'all bear with me. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. All right. Hair by Jane. She has stayed on top of it January through December 2023. You can run a custom report and you can run an annual report. The custom report you can kind of do like a year-to-date income statement if you want to, or if you have, multiple years worth of reports in there, which this has only been active for a month, but, in 2 or 3 years from now, whenever you've tracked your income and expenses for your business for My Financial Staff, you can run that custom report and you can see kind of the lifetime of your business on like a custom report if you want to. But this is an annual report for 2023. So think about whenever you're running, you're getting all your stuff ready together for tax time. Maybe you're getting it ready to just hand off to a bookkeeper, hand off to a tax preparer or CPA. Well, they're going to have to go filter through those boxes and get an income statement together. But nobody knows your business really better than you do. So tracking this annual report, because she had stayed with it so far, I'll show you just how quick and easy it is so that, that headache that maybe you're dealing with at tax time, you won't have to deal with that for the upcoming tax season. Annual report, we get to this income screen, this import screen. And we see on an annual report, this is the only report that you'll see this for, where you can import from past reports. It's very important. This is going to save you so much time. And since we already know we've tracked everything, we've reviewed everything, we've checked everything, we're going to import from past reports. January through December, they're automatically selected. If there's a reason you need to unselect a report, you can. and we want to import selected. Data imported successfully. When we do that, everything that you've import for the entire year and input is automatically tracked. So I went through today and ran through kind of a year-long activity of Hair by Jane. And we see that there is an extra category there. We're going to remove that. We're going to click next. Yes, we know that her business carried inventory. We kept it really simple on this. Your cost of goods sold, you're tracking it through the year. It's kept up for you. You see she bought $1,200 worth of goods, supplies to sell out of her booth. Side hustle tool, side hustle expenses. So for the entire year, she incurred advertising costs, insurance, legal and professional expenses, office expenses, rent, supplies, whatever your business is. There might be a month where you only have 2 or 3 categories, but over a year, you might get into, 9 or 10 categories. Every expense that you have is categorized right there. You can see the My Financial Snapshot subscriptions. Again, shameless plug. Canva, some other expenses scattered through the year. We're going to click next to review. She absolutely crushed it in 2023. Almost earning a little bit over $44,000. Cost of goods sold was $1,200. She spent a little bit over $9,000, but her business profited $34,000. And because of using that My Financial Snapshot, she was able to keep track of those tax deductible expenses so that she could lower the amount of potential taxable income that she has. Again, you can view the PDF, you can save and exit. We're going to save and exit just so we can see how to access this from the dashboard. She wants to filter her report, Hair by Jane, annual 2023. We can see here, Hair by Jane, 44,000. The numbers match up. You can go back in and edit this report. Maybe she needs to reconcile a form. Maybe she needs to add an expense that she forgot about. Again, that's what this is used for. If I'm repeating myself several times through this, that's the purpose of this. You can delete that. We're not going to, but let's check out what a yearly income statement is. This is something that I think a lot of small businesses don't have access to as much as they need to, but every single business, your income statement, there's a reason why businesses have, balance sheets and income statements. Your income statement, when you are a small business owner, it is very important because this is how you see where your money's coming in from, how much money you made, where you're spending money, maybe where you don't need to be spending as much money. But this is where you can just grow as a business owner. And of course, we are looking to get those taxes filed as easy as possible. So everything for the year is here. Name, business name. The report looks the exact same as that monthly one. You can see all the categories of the expenses. We can see that, that booth rent, that was her biggest expense for the year at $4,800. Kind of by far, she spent a good amount on supplies. Again, any cosmetologists out there, if these numbers are way off, you can let me know. But this is an example of a business, but great income. We want our businesses to have, income is good. That means we're making money. So yeah, and then you can control print there. You can print that off, save that PDF. Being a former tax accountant, if clients hand you this, your tax preparer is going to love you. Your CPA will love this form. One of the reasons for this tool is to improve existing relationships that are already out there. So your accountant might be super nice, and not worry about getting, a bunch of receipts and a bunch of bank statements and getting things, sent left and right. But if you hand them this one paper for your business, the good tax accountants that are out there, they're going to take that next level. They're going to be able to ask you the next level of questioning for your tax return. It's going to take them less time if they're charging by the hour. It'll take them less time to prepare your tax return, which is good. So you're paying less fees, and they're just able to ask you about, home office deductions and mileage expenses, and some other more things that are better suited for your tax accountant to know. And so, yeah, definitely utilize this for so many reasons. But you can see how easy it is to use, how everything is there. We are going to end the video. I have no clue how long this took. It's probably way too long. But again, look through the minutes. If you've stuck through this long of the video, thank you for staying with me, and hope you have a great day and that you thoroughly enjoy the side hustle tool. I said at the beginning of the video, support at myfinancialsnapshot.com. If you're having an issue with the side hustle tool, we want to help you. We'll schedule a Zoom call with you, coach you through how to use it. Of course, if there's a problem or technical issue, email that email as well. But we are more than happy to get on a Zoom call with you, to even take a phone call to help you use the side hustle tool. Thank you all. Have a good day.